this new store here in Linton. It's called This and That Bargain Buys. Looks like they just opened. Check it out here. So they have furniture, a lot of baby items right now, and some big bulky items that I don't want to sell on eBay. But that's pretty cool. Little Tykes bounce house thing. Got some bikes over here, some dolls and Christmas stuff. But I found some gems over here. He let me dig in, and we're the first customers, so that was awesome.
Find out that they only made 2 of them.
Oh.
That pinball machine. They only made 2 of them. And that pinball was the...
Alright, this is what we are getting here.
1960.
Got American Girl doll here and some clothes. Bunch of shoes to resell. Excited about those. Also, I got some Carhartts. Which is awesome. Got this bag over here. I'm not sure if it's real though. We'll see about that. Alright, what's up guys? We just got out of a brand new store here on Main Street in Linton.
Yeah, what is the name of that store?
It's called This and That. He just opened. Actually, today was his first day.
We're the first customers.
And we were the first customers, so that was awesome. Really nice guy. He actually does like pallets and storage units. So he goes and buys the units and then liquidates. He kind of sells a lot of the newer, bigger stuff for big profit, and then he's got a lot of smalls, which usually what we're interested in. So we actually picked up some good stuff from him today, made a good connection with him.
Yeah, awesome dude.
Yeah, so yeah, we actually had been eyeing the store. We had seen it like what, a week or 2 ago, and it said opening soon, so we were excited to see that it was actually open today when we weren't even looking. So
we were just doing video, and we just kind of went by the store, and you know, just said like, well, I was on my way to the sporting goods store in our town, and then it was like, oh, well, let's drop you off at that place, and sure enough, so
I was in there digging through boxes. He was super nice and letting me dig through bags and boxes that he had never even gone through yet. And I pulled out some good things, so we'll definitely be having that in the haul for you guys, so stay tuned for that. Shout out Josh from This and That in the little town of Linton.
Yep. Yeah.
Alright guys, I am in a Goodwill and I just spotted this mask. This has been on my bucket list for a long time. It is from Easter Unlimited, and it is, I think, a version of the screen mask. If I can get this open here. So it does say Fun World, which tends to be a good brand for masks, depending on what it is. But I think I found a gem, guys. What do you think? Got this guy. I'm not sure if he's vintage or not. I also got some Halloween sweaters. Should do really well since it's Halloween season. And then also another Halloween vest here, super cute. And then I found some J. Crew riding boots that look like they are brand new. On the bottom right here, size 7, which are my size, but I will not be keeping those. Those actually should do really, really well. And then I found this vintage cookie jar here. He should go for around 40 shipped. And then I found a little teapot here. I'm not sure on the brand or anything, but it's $2.99, so I thought I would give that a whirl. And I got a couple of things I want to look up here. But that is what I got so far. Not too bad for just running into the Goodwill. Check out this moon tonight, guys.
Getting moon.
This is amazing. The guy in front of us is really bright though. Let's see if I can. Oh, for the deer. We are driving after dark, which we probably really haven't done before here, but we don't like to because the deer likes to come out at night and run across the roads. So Kevin is going to drive with 2 Hans.
I am driving with 2 Hans.
And yes, so we will be careful.
2 Hans.
Hello guys, we are back with our haul from our Goodwill trip. Unfortunately, I didn't video too much. There was a little bit of footage. I didn't have my GoPro because we didn't think we were going to the Goodwill this day. So
this is a random trip.
Yep.
But it was a good one.
It was a good one. Yeah, we did very well at this Goodwill, and then also another store that we will be getting into the haul with as well.
Yeah.
So first up, I found this vintage, I guess they're called like hinged figures.
Oh.
So as you can tell, they've got the little hinges here. You definitely want to look out for these type. Unfortunately, he is missing his woman. He usually has the pilgrim wife with him.
So he's single, people.
Yeah, so he's single. If anybody
Bachelor.
out there wants to date a pilgrim, he's ready.
Pick me.
Yeah, pick me. So, oh, and there's our cat.
Hey, Oki.
Did you want to come say hello, Oki?
I think he's gonna take a nap back there, or she's gonna take a
Okay,
nap.
there she is right there. That is our Oki girl. So anyways, I picked him up. I only paid $1 on him. I will probably end up keeping him and lotting him up when we find more of these figures, because he just really wasn't worth it on his own. I
Maybe
think
we'll
they
find
were.
the woman.
Yeah, I mean, we might find her later at the same thrift store. We'll see. So, like I said, we'll keep him until we find others to
It's a
lot
gymnast.
up with. All right.
Okay. This one is pretty funny. This looks like a cookie cup, or yeah, cookie cup. So you put your cookies in here.
Yep, so he is a cookie jar. Oh, hello, Cash. We are doing a video for YouTube.
Where's Mom?
Mommy.
Okay, go get her. Hey, Oki.
Go get Mama. You got it, dude.
Pardon that brief interruption. Okay, so back to cookie cup. Here it is right here. There you go.
He's a little dirty inside. We paid $2.99 for this guy.
And I'm not sure what it says here, but I would read it for you guys.
It's a 2001, so he is definitely considered vintage here. And he actually sells very well. We've never found one of these before, and when I saw that creepy thing on the shelf, I thought, that needs to go home with me. So anyways, I think he
That
does
sounded
have
funny.
some sort of batteries that you put in back here, and I think it's missing the screw. So we will probably try to find one, or we'll just note that in the description.
Yeah.
But he sells all day for around 40. So yeah, so we picked this guy up. Oki, hi Oki.
Oh, nice.
Be in the video too.
But do this meow.
Can you say hi to YouTube?
All the way on the corner.
Okay, so next up I picked up these boots. When I saw them, they didn't look like anything great. I actually had a hard time finding anything on them. They do say in here spike protective. I did notice these 2 little things here, which I thought was quite unique. They don't look barely used at all, honestly. But I did notice on here it says row search. So I did a quick look up in the store on those, and actually they don't do too bad. We paid normal price, which was blue tag, and I believe boots. I think around 6-ish for those. 6 or 7. And then these actually are in style right now. People love these combat boot type boots. Oh, 6R. So probably 6 regular on those. And yeah, I would say we probably get around 40 or 50 on those.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and speaking of boots, I picked up a second pair of boots, which I have a little story to tell you about these boots. So they came out on a rack when I was coming, or one of those rolling carts when I was there. And so I picked those up, and I noticed that they are J. Crew. Woo. And they are brand new. I can still smell them. They stink, but so they are leather. So you can definitely smell the leather smell.
A good leather smell.
Yeah. So it looks like they were regular $59.99, and I paid $10. But when I first picked them up, I was like, I did a little bit of research, but then I kind of set them down on the cart, which is kind of a bad mistake I did. And I went to look at something else, and just as I did that, a lady came by and grabbed the boots. And I was like, no. And so, but luckily, she must have put them back on the rolling cart, and then when I was still in the store, I ended up finding them up on where they put all the shoes. So I really lucked out with these, and I was like, oh, that's awesome, because I saw comps for like around $100 on these boots, and I believe they're like a leather riding boot, they call them.
Oh yeah.
So
with that story in mind, pick up the J. Crew boots.
Yes. All right. So the next one is, I was a little bit hesitant in picking this up, but you know, we get things pretty cheap there, and it is a Disney World, Walt Disney World, and I think why I really picked up, it's like a triple XL, so it's a very large size, and it's got a really nice, cool, like kind of like embossed look on the back here. This isn't gonna bring a ton. I would say 25-30 on that, but it is becoming winter season, so
cold people will buy.
Yes. Cold Disney fans will buy. All right, you guys ready for some ugly sweaters?
It's not even Christmas though.
Yep, no, these are actually both Halloween. So I love picking up these type of sweaters. We picked up one not too well, I
think it was 2
hauls
ago.
Not too long ago. 2 hauls ago. Yeah, so we found this vest. It's got a cool ghost on it with some pumpkins and some candy embroidery. And this actually is really cool on the edge here. It's got some candy there. And it is a size large, which is a good size. It is from Heirloom Collectibles. I would assume it's definitely vintage. So, and it's about, what, 28, 29 days till Halloween, so we got to get this listed quick.
Yeah, you gotta do it with the quickness. Okay.
And then along with the Halloween theme going on, we found another Halloween sweater. This one's really cool.
Yeah, I've never seen a Halloween sweater in blue.
Yeah, so it's like a midnight blue, but it's got the nice sleeves.
Yeah, it's a very, what do you call it? Good color to go with the whole star look.
Right, and then the back here has some bats and the full moon, and even the zipper has a cool star on it. So I think somebody will definitely love this for Halloween.
Yeah.
It is a size medium, which isn't the best size, but I just thought it was just too cool to leave behind, and it's from Mandel Bay.
Not Mandalay Bay.
No. So I don't know if it's vintage. I don't really think it matters, honestly, on this. I think it will sell itself just by the print.
Yeah, and just by the season.
Yep, and we picked up this one for $6.99. Oh, and then if I didn't tell you, the vest was $7.99, which I thought was kind of weird. But this was $6.99, so we didn't think it was too bad. So I'm thinking probably around 40-ish on those as well. And then the last thing that I found was probably my favorite pickup, and there was a clip of me picking it up, so you did see that in the video. Sorry, the bugs are eating me.
Yeah.
It is, I thought it was a Scream mask, but I guess it is called it's from Easter Unlimited. Easter Unlimited right here. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. So I was excited when I saw that, and then also I was looking for a tag. Usually the ones that I've picked up are like made in China and nothing else, but this actually had the Fun World tag on it, Easter Unlimited. And I know that Fun World, they do make a lot of masks, all different types, and some of them can do really, really well. So I did do a quick lookup on this, and I think someone was trying to sell for around 50. There might have been some solds. I haven't really dug deep.
Cool.
We just got this, and we only paid $1.99. So that is definitely off my bucket list. Well, kind of half off my bucket list because
half credit?
Yeah, half credit, because I want to find like the vintage Scream mask. So those can be really, really valuable, sometimes in the hundreds.
Ooh.
And so yeah, but I was excited to find this, especially for $1.09 and Halloween coming up. So that should do really, really well.
Absolutely.
So that is it that we got in this haul from our Goodwill trip. Actually, I was just shopping that day. He was working on a video for you guys.
Were you all out there?
But
hard at work. So
hard at work. He was hard at work. I was hard at work. I don't know if you can call shopping hard at work. It is. It is a grind.
Hard work. I mean, I went shopping with you. It is hard work. I mean, especially when you're a reseller. So you look and go through everything, and and then going through the whole cart at the very end. That's work. Yeah,
it's a lot of work. You know, looking up, and you have to have a lot of knowledge about things, but you learn along the way, and that's what I have in the last few years.
It's better than the 9 to 5.
Definitely better than 9 to 5. We love it. So
Yeah.
But anyways, that is what we got for this one, and we will show you right now on our next haul. Alright, so I think in the video we kind of gave you a little backstory on this store that we came across in town here, and it is called This and That, and we've been waiting for it to open because we were curious to see what kind of stuff they had in there. So when we went inside, or when I went inside, the guy was super cool. He said, go ahead and look around. I noticed he didn't have too much stuff out. It was his first day. We actually were his first customers. So that was super cool. And there were some boxes in the back that he hadn't gone through, but he said, you're welcome to go through them, see if there's anything that you like, because that is the best, guys, when they haven't gone through stuff and you're the first ones to look at it. You can get some really good stuff, and that is exactly what happened here. We just happened to be at the right place at the right time. That's the name of the game here. You know, like Goodwill and stuff like that, they put out stuff all throughout the day, but if you're not there when they put it out, usually the good stuff goes first. So.
But shout out to Joshua. Joshua.
Shout out to Josh.
And then the store is called This and That.
Yes.
And thank you for letting Tara here go through it. And so I dropped Tara off to this while I was running to another store, and then I know the story here is like when I texted you, you're like, oh, I'm still going, kind of like thing. So she was having some fun in there.
Come in here.
Yeah, and she was going through shoes, and then I decided to go in.
Yeah, so there was some shoes that we picked up in here, and I was a little like, I'm not that great on shoes yet. I'm still learning. I do know a lot about shoes, but he tends to.
I do more than Nike's basketball shoes.
So when I found some of that type of stuff, I knew that was more his deal, so I dragged him in there.
Yeah, so she dragged me by my sunglasses.
Okay, so we ended up picking up 4 pairs of shoes, which is awesome. So the first ones we got were these Sperry. Now Sperry's, are hit or miss. I usually don't pick up Sperry's unless they're unique, and I thought these were unique enough because they kind of got the quilted look, and they're more of the duck boot. And us getting into winter, these should do really well. I actually didn't even look these up. He said $10, and he was giving us really good deals on the other stuff, and I thought,
Yeah.
why not? I mean, we should get at least 30 or 40 on these.
Yeah.
So we picked up those, and then the next ones we picked up
Sure.
were these steel toe boots, and they actually are from Magnum, which I haven't heard of the brand, but now I have. They are steel toe, gently used, still show, and I think these will probably go for around 50, something like
Yeah,
that.
I believe that.
Yeah, so they are a size 8 wide, which, you know, sometimes wide is harder to sell, but sometimes not, because they're harder to find, if that makes
Well,
sense.
In my opinion, like, I think they will go well even though it's wide. The steel toe, they tend to be with the narrow fit, like very uncomfortable, like your toes are bunching out.
Oh, okay.
But the wide, this is actually
Okay,
a good deal.
so there we go. So
I would buy them.
So they might sit only because they are 8 wide. 8 is kind of a smaller size for a man. But I guess they could be unisex. I don't know. I have to look into it.
Yeah.
But this was definitely his deal. These are the ones that I found also.
She's the one that called me to look at these Air Maxes here. And actually, my cup of tea, as Tara's line is Air Jordans, Kobe's, probably just like the more signature shoes, probably the Steph Curry's. And so I looked at these. They're like very good condition actually.
Mm-hmm.
So like no threads, really clean looking. So yeah, I think we got these for, was it 10 bucks, babe?
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, 10 bucks. So yeah, I'll take a gamble on 10 bucks. And,
Yeah, and I think they go for around
comps
50,
are about 50.
40, 50, something
I think
like that.
the least amount was 40 I saw. But yeah, turn that into a bread and butter item for sure.
A little bit more than a bread and butter.
Maybe
item.
like a little bit of extra jelly on the side. So bread, butter, and jelly.
Yeah, there you go.
So like 30 bucks is about our bread and butter, 25, 30 bucks, and then 40, we'll call it the bread, butter, and jelly. How about that?
There you go.
Okay. These ones are awesome.
So when I grabbed these, I wasn't expect them to be what they are. So I think there's some kind of, what are they called?
I think they're like kind of like the weatherproof ones.
Yeah, weatherproof pants. Nothing special, but then when I turned it around, I noticed it was Carhartt. And I'm always on the hunt for Carhartt. They
Yeah.
are a size small, so not the best size, but they've got like kind of like the, what do they call that inside?
Insulated.
Insulated inside, so they're definitely for winter or rain or
They're
whatever.
probably for rain too.
Yeah, so I picked these up. We only paid $25, guys. That was
I'm gonna
awesome.
jump on that.
Yeah, and I figured, you know what, why not?
And
for
that's
a
actually a
$25?
unique thing. So most of the unique stuff do go for pretty fast, huh, babe?
Yeah.
All right, these ones here are not your typical Chuck Taylors, but they are Converse. They do have the Chuck Taylor look, but then they have more of the padding in the tongue area and then on the side. So just a very
Chunky.
chunky, yeah, chunky Chuck Taylors. There you
Yeah,
go.
they are.
So like I think I had a pair back in the day, but the thing I could testimony to this and this style is like they hug your foot really good. Sometimes with Chuck Taylors it can be loose in there, but
Yeah.
these are really
And
good.
thin, and these are actually really thick. These are really nice. They definitely need a little bit of cleanup, as you can tell.
That's no
but
problem.
when I first asked him how much you want for him, he said 10. He goes, oh, those are a little dirty. They probably need a little cleanup, so I'll give them to you for 5. I was like, okay,
Well, thanks.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
So, and then I also, this is actually the first thing that I picked
Yeah.
up. If you guys don't know this brand,
Coogee.
it can do really well. I know them from their sweaters. I think
yeah.
I might have only found maybe one, maybe not even one. I don't know. I've watched so many resellers pick them up, but they're Coogee sweaters. Coogee.
I say Coogee.
Coogee
Shout out to
sweaters.
the Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, so they're usually like the really colorful print, kind of like the Bill Cosby sweater.
That's a
back in the
good
day.
reference.
Yeah.
I always just say, like Biggie Smalls because he references them in the rap songs.
Oh, okay.
And he wears Coogee.
Yeah, so anyways,
Or
this
did.
is a wallet. I didn't know they made wallets. And so there's the label. And it, it's got a little bit of wear, but he gave me this for $2. It's honestly not even worth that much. I was honestly surprised there was a lot listed.
I was
Only
going
a few
nuts,
sold.
to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh dang, Coogee.
I know, but I was honestly really surprised. Like I said, I might be able to squeeze $15 for it.
That's crazy.
So you just never know. Some things that are good brands, they have things that sell really well, and then other things they just don't.
I guess that's kind of like Supreme. You know, it's a big brand, skateboarding brand, and their hoodies are like $150. Some are 200. It's a collab. But then that's why I get it, because I buy the beanies from there, and it's the only most affordable thing I can buy from Supreme, and they're about $30, $35.
Yeah.
So that's probably the safe sense. It's a good deal.
Yeah. But kept the best for last here. So a little backstory on this.
Bring it back.
I saw one of the boots, the brown boots that we picked up. And I said, oh, do you have the other boot? And he's like, oh, I don't know. It's probably somewhere in here. And so he started pulling down like bags and boxes and stuff. And just as when I said, oh, you don't have to, go through those for me if it's too much work. And he pulls out this box, and I just happen to glance in it, and I see this doll sitting there. And I was like, that looks like an American Girl doll. So I grabbed it really quick. And then she had some clothes with her too. And yep, here she is in all her glory. She is an American Girl doll. So we are thinking that somebody braided in extra dreads for her. As you could tell, look how long these are.
Yeah, pretty long.
I think normally her hair is kind of like back, and it's kind of like in a bun back here, which I'm going to try to get my daughter to to give her a hairdo back into her original hairdo. But somebody might actually like the dreads on this already, because that's a lot of work.
Right.
But she's super cute. I believe her name is Addie. We looked her up, and this is her original outfit. She is unfortunately missing one of her socks. But she has her dress and her little bloomers and her original boots with her.
That's so cool.
So yeah, so she actually she had this bag with her, which has a bunch of clothes in it. And unfortunately, this was the only dress that's American Girl. The other are just knockoffs. So I'll probably bundle all of these clothes together and then say that they fit the American Girl.
Is there a brand for the knockoff? Is it called something?
Yeah, it's called like Funrise, I think, or something. So I did see other lots on there that people lot up those type of clothes because they do fit the American Girls. So they do buy them. So I thought instead of redonating, I'm gonna just sell it all together.
Put in a lot.
Yep, and then I'll sell her separately, all together with her outfit. And we were looking at comps over $100 for her.
Nice.
So this is the kicker, guys. So when I asked him, I said, so hey, how much is the doll when she's got all these clothes? And he said, $5.
Wow, you must have lost your poop.
I was like, yeah. I think I had
$5?
to change my drawers on that one.
Wow.
But yeah,
Well,
I
keep
got
it together, man.
He didn't obviously know what she was, but I did, and that's the benefit of knowing a lot of stuff, guys. Is just by seeing things, you recognize them, and then you're able to pick them up.
Yeah, I'm hoping these videos educate you.
Yeah, exactly, especially in the American Girl. So as you can tell, she's got her little tag here. And just a little tip for you guys, if you guys ever come across dolls that are like don't have clothes on, or their tag has been removed, the American Girl doll always has their tag on the right of them, and the next generation, which you'll see a lot that have copied the American Girl, that look very similar, are always on the left. So that's a tip for you guys, especially if they've, obviously they're gonna say what it is, but if the tag is cut off, that is a tip. You'll know whether it's an American Girl or a next generation doll.
The word is called, let's see if I can pull off this word, authenticity, for it to be a legit American Girl or
obviously I'll be authentic, right? Also, the other clue is, which most of you probably already know, is they have it on the back of their head. It says American Girl right there.
Wow.
And then also I think I showed you guys in a previous video or a video that's going to be coming up, is I picked up an American Girl doll at a thrift store, and she actually said the Pleasant Company on the back. So that is actually American Girl as well. They're just, I believe, the older version. They started out saying Pleasant Company.
So
if
it's
you
a
guys,
vintage thing then?
I believe they're the vintage ones of the American Girl, so they say Pleasant Company, but they do just as well, if not better, flip wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends on the doll and, you know, if they have all accessories and stuff. But if you see the Pleasant Company or the American Girl, definitely pick them up if you can get them reasonable, especially with all their clothes and accessories. Then you can do really, really well.
Nice.
So yeah, so super stoked about that stop. Both of the Goodwill and this and that store were definitely just on the whim stops. We weren't prepared. That's why we didn't have our GoPros. But like I said, we videoed a little bit to kind of show you guys that we did pick them up at those stores.
Right.
And definitely worth the fines.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, none of this would have happened unless I needed to do video in town.
Right.
Because both of them were like, I had to go upload the video at a McDonald's, which is the fastest Wi-Fi here in town. And the other one was just doing video. Oh no, I take that back. We did the coffee shop. And then, yeah, that's right. We went to the coffee shop.
And we're leaving the coffee shop.
And leaving the coffee shop, and we saw that that was open. The this and that store.
And so he pulled over,
I dropped
and
her off.
he kicked me out.
And I went to the sporting goods place.
Yeah.
And came back and did some assessment on shoes. So that was great.
So it was awesome.
Yeah,
it was
I like
super
those
cool.
kinds of trips.
Yeah, and it's here in our town, 9 minutes from us, and we
9 minutes.
we love those. Sometimes we just say, hey, let's go to Goodwill, or hey, let's stop in here.
Yep.
And sometimes that is your best finds, just like garage sales. If they're not listed or posted, those are usually the best ones because they haven't been picked over.
Yeah.
People haven't been like stocking them until they open. They just see them on their way. So those are definitely the ones that you want to check out, are the ones that are not listed or posted. So anyways, with that said, we hope that you guys enjoyed our video today. Hopefully you enjoyed our haul and all the goodies that we got.
I did.
Oh good, I'm glad you did. And yeah, so don't forget to like and
Subscribe.
and ring our bell.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yep. And until next time, until we run into a really cool store and find American Girl dolls, see you on the flip side. Woo!